for Yummy's Country Cooking. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to cook for you stuffed cabbage, and I will be using ground beef. Normally I will make it with chicken, but you can use ground beef, or you can use chicken, or you can use pork rind. So let's get started. First thing, I'm going to show you some of the ingredients I'll be using. I'll be using salt-free garlic herb. I'll be using salt-free seasoning. I will be using Creole seasoning, sweet onion, tomatoes, and chunky salsa sauce with some onion powder, some black pepper, and some garlic powder, and some roasted garlic herb. And we'll have rice and also my hamburger and green peppers, and I will be using the different colors of peppers, and also I'll be using onions and our cabbage. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to saute. Let's put that right there. I'm going to saute my onions. To do that, I'm just going to use put it in a little olive oil. And I'm going to just saute it on the stove, okay? Let that get a little hot. But meanwhile, while that's warming up, let me show you what we're going to do with the cabbage. We're going to take, some people call it the heart, but we're going to go in with the knife, and we're going to cut that. Get that out. Get that out. We kind of do it a block style if I can. And we're going to pull it out here. Okay, bear with me with this knife. I'm terrible with knives. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to go in. Let me just get a little fork, and I'll make it part of a little bit better. We're going to take this out. Here we go. Okay? Put that to the side. And I'm going to take the cabbage and I'm going to put it in boiling water. But I am going to add just a little bit of salt to the water. Okay? That's probably about a tablespoon of salt. And then we're going to drop this in the water. But let's go ahead and we'll drop this in. And then as it's going to start peeling back, my leaves are going to start peeling that back, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Be careful, because you don't want this hot water to scald you. I have the water already boiling. Meanwhile, I'm just going to take the onions and the peppers, and we're going to let them saute a little bit. Okay? All right. Kind of stir it around a little bit. We're going to let them saute about 5 minutes. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to pull the leaves apart. I've got the cabbage in boiling water. So now we're going to kind of flip it over. Be very careful, because it's definitely hot. See that leaf? Okay, that's one. And let's see if we can get another one to come apart. Okay, just got to work on. You have to work it a little bit. This one is better here. Okay, there we go. And let it drain. Just set it aside. Okay, so you've got the idea. Okay. Put it in here. Get another one here real quick. Just gonna go to the side. We're gonna pull another one off. There we go. Okay, as you notice, I've taken some of the leaves off already. Let's go in. They're falling off, so we'll take this one off here. Okay, all we do is just pull it back, and it comes right on off. Perfect. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, see? So, okay, guys, we've got the cabbage already steamed, and we're ready to start working with the seasoning with my hamburger. Let's go ahead and let's season the hamburger, and then we'll start the stuffing, okay? All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some dash. You can use as much of this as you want. All it is just seasoning and no salt. No salt, guys, no salt. Next, we're going to do garlic herb. Garlic is good for you. Now, we're going to use roasted garlic herb. To your taste, okay? You notice I'm not measuring anything. Okay, got some garlic powder. Black pepper. Some onion powder. And we're going to use some Creole seasoning. Now this has salt in it, okay? Then I'm going to use some sweet tomato onion. And we have diced sweet onions. I'm only going to use half of it, half a can. Just drop it in. Okay. Now I'm going to use, this is a 24-ounce chunky salsa. I'm not going to use that much though. I'd say I'm going to use 1/4 of a cup, okay? All right. Now we're going to take that and we're going to blend all this together. Blend this. I think that's enough. So now I'm going to take my onions, my sauteed onions, and we're just going to put them in the pan here. Okay. Does that look good? Look at that. Love the color. Love the color. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now we're just going to stir it around. All right. Looking kind of good here. Looking kind of good. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of Creole seasoning. Okay, there we go. To your taste, guys, to your taste. And you know, you hear me always talking about the seasoning with no salt. We're going to add a little bit more. I love for my food to be seasoned well. If it's seasoned well, then I can deal with it. I don't like it when it's not seasoned very well. Okay, that looks good. Now, let me just get a spoon. We're gonna add the rice. Just gonna take rice, pour the rice in the bowl. Now we're just gonna stir it really well. Stir it all in there really good. I may add a little bit more chunky sauce, but I won't know until I get it mixed. So we're gonna have our meat, and we're gonna have our rice. So we've got the meat, we got our starch here, okay? And we also gonna have our vegetables. Our vegetables are gonna be the cabbage. Let's just add a little bit more chunky sauce. And that chunky sauce, it's got spice already in it. Them tomatoes, and it still has peppers and stuff in it too, but I like adding my peppers. And you guys, I promise you, you're gonna like it. I promise you, you'll like it. So meanwhile, we're gonna take, remember I told you I didn't use all my tomatoes. Here we go. Put them in a bowl. I'm gonna take some of that chunky sauce. And then we're just gonna stir it up here. I'm gonna add just a little bit of onion powder. We'll say 2 teaspoonfuls of onion powder. Okay? And I'm gonna put a little bit of Creole seasoning. You season it like you want it, to your taste. Okay, guys? To your taste. All right. So we have that ready. We have our sauce. And we have our meat to stuff the cabbage. So, the next thing we're going to do, I have my oven already on, guys. My oven is on 350. I'm going to put a little olive oil in the pan. In my baking pan. Okay? Now, we're going to take the cabbage. And we're going to get ready to stuff them. But before we do that, the center of the cabbage, we're going to take it and we're going to cut this like that in a V shape. I'm going to take out that little hard part here. And it's so good. I like eating those. Just going to put it over there. So we're going to do that first. Open it up and we're just going to cut it. Cut that out. Okay. All right. And guys, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you. I truly, truly do. And thanks for all the likes and all the subscribers. Thank you. Please tell your friends to watch Yummy's Country Cooking. And by the way, Yummy is Y-U-M-M-I-E-S with the Yummy is Y-U-M-M-I-E with apostrophe S. Now you may see me out there on YouTube also without that apostrophe S. But if you put the apostrophe S in, you will see more videos. Okay, guys, I think we're ready to start. Okay. Let's go in. We'll dive in now. I think we've got it all. Looks good. Got it all mixed well. Okay. And we're just going to take this. I'm just going to put it like this. Put as much as you want in it. And we're going to take it, we're going to fold it over. This is a big cabbage. We're going to roll it. And then we're going to lay it in the pan. Okay, how about that? And you can cut some of the cabbage off if it's a little bit too big. Okay, we're going to put it in here. We're going to roll, fold, roll, and fold. And we'll lay it. Okay, so I gave you, I'm going to do one more. And then after that, when you come back, I'll have them all rolled, okay? Just to give you an idea on how we do it. Roll, roll, fold, fold, and roll. Okay. I've got them stuffed. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I have 8 stuffed cabbages. Okay, now we're not finished yet. So what we're going to do now, okay, my tomatoes with the sweet onions and the salsa. we're going to take them and we're just going to put it across. Let's get some crossways here. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to put the tomatoes on the end here. Side. And we're going to let it cook. It's going to cook. Okay. That's going to be so good. Y'all gonna, oh, I wish you could be here. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just going to put my hand here. Set this down a little bit. Because I want the tomatoes to kind of get under the cabbages and in between them. And I'm going to bake this about an hour and a half. And guys, it really depends on your stove. But I'll check it. I'm not going to check. I'll check it in about an hour to see how things are going with it. Okay? So, there we are. Okay? So, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, the final product. Here we go. Our stuffed cabbages with hamburger meat. Now, it's time for us to try it. If you notice, I only use 8 leaves of the cabbage. So what happened to the other cabbage? I made steamed cabbage. Okay? So we're going to have steamed cabbage and cornbread. Now, let's see. See if we can get this out here. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Oh, don't that look delicious. I'm going to put 2 of them in my plate. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, look at that. Got the tomato sauce. Oh, that looks so delicious. I love tomatoes, so I'll get some extra tomatoes. Okay. Let's do this. Push this aside here. Okay, let's go in. Let's dive in. Oh, which one should I eat? I think I'm gonna pick this one first. Cut it. Okay. I'm gonna put a lot in my mouth at one time. It's kind of hot, but we're gonna try it anyway. A little bit. That's a little bit too much to put in my mouth at one time. Just in case. Here we go, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go one more time. Let's try a little bit more. Now that's yummy. I mean yummy to my tummy. Look at that. You got your rice, you got your tomatoes, you got your beef, and you can use chicken if you prefer. Or you can use ground pork, it's a sausage, whatever you want. Absolutely wonderful. Then to top it off, cabbages. I just took the cabbages and I had some extra bell peppers and Now this is good. Now this is yummy to my tummy. I know. I need to hurry up. Okay, one more won't hurt. One more. Try it. It's delicious. If you don't like cabbages, just put them in your, just stuffed peppers. you've got the recipe. And once again, you guys, I'm going to put this aside first. And I like to just, swallow water. I like to just say thank you. Thank you so much. I just appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you for just looking at my lights. Looking at my YouTube channel, giving me the light, and subscribing. As you know, I always like to leave you with something. And today, what I would like to say is how wonderful it is that nobody needs to wait, not one single moment, before starting to improve the world. So get out there, guys. Let's improve this world. I thank you for subscribing to Yummy's Country Cooking. Bye bye.